Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I hope you had a beautiful Christmas. Like, I actually mean that. I know I had some really bad things happen to me over the Christmas season, but really and truly, I hope you guys had a wonderful, beautiful Christmas season. This next run is going to be made using the jazz soundtrack, and here's what we're going to do. I was going to do a recording on Christmas. I did not get the chance to do that because basically for the last few days I've just been handling Christmas stuff. Like, really and truly, I was just handling Christmas stuff. So now we are going to now we're going to set ourselves up a run that's all about winter. We're just going to do an ice run. And for that, we're going to grab that. We're going to... Let's see. I'm gonna grab Frost Fan. Gonna grab Frost Faint. And we'll grab that. Now, I'm not just going to do one run, though. We are going to do a pair of runs. One that is all about the joy and cold of winter, and one that's a little bit more Christmas themed. Because hey, as we all know from the Grinch, maybe Christmas means just a little bit more. Now, I was recently watching a video about how the Grinch stole Christmas, and one of the things that was brought up is that it didn't seem like the residents of Whoville really learned their lesson, or maybe it was the Grinch who didn't. Because the whole point of the Grinch who stole Christmas was that he was tired of Christmas just being about commercialism and how the Who's only basically just crap on him and his home maybe not every opportunity they get, because it's pretty reasonable to think that maybe the Who's are just ignorant, not necessarily evil. But in the end, he ends up giving them their Christmas presents back. It's like, dude, you were kind of in the... Hey, you might have taken it too far, but you had a point. Christmas is about more than commercials. So, it's basically for that reason that when I got together with my family, our big goal was, we're not going to exchange gifts, we're just going to get together, talk about how things went, enjoy a meal, have a good time, and just focus on each other. And that is exactly what we did, and it was everything that I wanted it to be. Alright, so I'm not doing this the same way that I did it before. This time around, what we're doing... Here we go. Reduces all cooldowns and increases healing. I can dig that. And, let's see, surprising no one. There we go. We've got ourselves a... Wait. I'm dumb. Give me that. And there's one more thing I wanted to start with. There we go. This run is all about the spirit of winter and, freezing bitches in their place and then hitting them with big damage. So are we going to run it with the retro floor plan? Well, I'm starting with 4 relics, so I probably don't need to, actually. Let's use this as a good way to just enjoy this run. The next one I might go with a little bit greater challenge. Now we are going to start right there. Just knock out the hardest one first. And then we'll go from there. I hate these ice archers so much. Alright, what do we got here? Frozen bait? I mean, yeah, that's kinda icy. I can see myself using that. But first, let's see what else is around. I think it was the L button that was assigned to. I don't think so. Alright, this is Cremire, so if I find any freebies, I'll bring them to him. Nothing yet. So, the big Colt spell that was hanging over at least my state of Minnesota is over. At least temporarily. The high today is like 36, which is, yeah, that's more fall weather, but I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, when I finally get back to work after my freaking car accident, maybe the deliveries won't be so difficult because it's not going to be so absolutely cold and icy outside, but, you know, I will wait and reserve judgment on that because it's very possible that the cold will be back in a couple of days. Or tomorrow. I don't know that for certain, but I'd like to think that maybe we get at least a little bit of a reprieve from the Arctic weather. Which, I should say, I don't have a problem with cold weather. Arctic weather, on the other hand, that's a bit more of an issue. Something that I would rather not have to deal with. Now, I'm pretty sure that frozen bait qualifies as ice. I'm not 100%, but I'm assuming it does. That might be a bad assumption on my part. Now, as some of you may have heard from my last episode, where I was essentially being Grinch because I was just kind of getting tired of things. That my roommate got me a blender, and I've been using that to make smoothies. So today's smoothie of choice is cherry, but I've tried a few different things other than strawberry banana. I've now tried a pumpkin smoothie. I know some of you may have questions about that particular one, but remember, there are such things as kale and spinach smoothies, so is that really so... Is pumpkin really so odd? And I've also done raspberry, which that one was pretty good. I may do another one of those later. As far as why I've been so into smoothies lately, I guess it's a way to get a little bit more variety into my diet, but it's also, I don't know, some part of it puts me at ease. It's like the added variety into my diet has been doing something for me that either I didn't know I needed, or I just wasn't paying much attention to. So I guess it serves two purposes. Thought you were fooling me there, huh? Okay, well, I know that I was just gonna stick to one of them, but you're not gonna make me back away from my Sylvan friends. Now, if any of you guys are as into the whole smoothie thing as I am, which, yeah, I know it's kind of this new age thing, it's like, oh, fresh fruits in the drink, man. But that's not even necessarily what I'm liking about it. It's just nice to have a variety of things in my diet. Will you go away already? Jeez, how much health can you have? Seriously, takes a direct hit from magical jaws and still has enough to come up and try to harass me. Seriously, what a fuckface. Alright, so the smart idea is probably to take Tardis Prime and then upgrade Frostblade later. Alright, don't have enough money to upgrade my robe either. Crap. Oh well. And we've almost got Nev Sapphire upgraded. I'd say that's worth it anyway. Seriously. I'm gonna grab that just to activate the Sapphire, but I'm probably not gonna use it because it's not ice-based. We are now the ultimate waterbender. Or aquamancer, I guess would be the more appropriate term. After all, not everything has to be Avatar: The Last Airbender related. Okay, I definitely like the Sidewinder's badge. That's about the only relic I think I would take out of that lot. Okay, that's the one time where I disagree with my fairy's decision. They should have just let the shark do its job. But I suppose my fault for having an Arcana with such a long cooldown time. So, more serious question, how was everyone's holiday? I know I asked that earlier, but now I'm kind of more curious about what exactly did you do over the holidays? What did you do to spend time with your family and make sure that your holiday was a lovely one? Or did you not do that? Maybe you weren't interested in the holiday. Or, as we find increasingly more and more about this, that was smart of me. Maybe you don't celebrate Christmas. If that's the case, what have you been doing over the holiday season? What holiday do you celebrate? I'm quite curious. I'm curious to know, as I'm always curious about the goings on in the lives of the people around me. Whatever you did, I definitely hope it was a positive time for you. Lord knows we have enough to worry about in our lives without having to worry about just depraved awfulness. Okay, I see Ward of Frost there, I just don't really care about it. But what I can do with it... Hold on. Alright, let me worry about that after I find the boss room. Alright, that's the boss room. And what's up here? Alright, now I can carry forward with my plan. Alright, so now, amongst the Arcana in my list, he should be taking Ward of Frost. And we'll see if he is going to share with us anything more interesting than what I currently have. Well, considering that I'm limiting myself to ice only, unfortunately no. But, if I were just running a generalized run, I would easily have taken Aqua Beam. I also really like both Erupting Cannonade and Crashing Meteor, and I know that there's a lot of good uses for Evading Zephyr. So I guess what I'm saying is, don't take Embracing Vines. That's what it really boils down to. and we'll definitely take that to increase the effectiveness of our basic. Run is going nicely so far. My smoothie cup is empty, but that's okay. Just means I enjoyed what I made. Alright, so now you're starting to see how this run synergizes together, I assume? Excellent. Give me something good. Okay, it's good, but I can't use it. Not for this run. Ah, damn it. Shouldn't have broken him out of the frozen state. That was my bad. Alright, not bad. Now we can upgrade both our dash and our basic. I love it. I don't know if I want Glacial Cross for anything. I kind of like the way my Arcana are working together right now. This will definitely take, because it's going to make the Frost Blades come out more quickly. Maybe not necessarily the charge attack, but everything... yeah, everything else will be improved because of that, and I am all here for it. Thank you, fairies. Now let's get the next big, holiday Christmas question out of the way. We're all gamers, so let's just compare notes. What games have we been playing lately? I know there's a number of games that many of you probably got for the holidays that... good lord, I'm getting my ass kicked here. Alright, everything there went worse than it should have, so yeah. Nothing I can't claw my way back from, I just feel a little silly. No reason to take that much damage when the rest of the floor had gone so well. So as many of you know, I've been playing Vampire Survivors. I haven't done a lot of episodes of Vampire Survivors because it's not been getting a lot of traction. Which, yes, I know I shouldn't worry so much about how much traction my videos are necessarily getting, but I mean, it's something that I need to be keeping track of. because it helps me know whether or not something that I'm doing I should be spending a lot of time on, or if people just aren't really gelling with the content. Now, maybe what I'm seeing is a little off and there are more people that are interested in it, but if that's the case, y'all get the word out, share the videos, make sure people know what's going on. But at this point, I've got most of the main unlocks. I have one more character from the main game, and then it's time to do the Legacy of the Moonspell DLC stuff. Then after that, I can just do runs, and maybe that's what people are more interested in, is just seeing what you can do with every item in the game. Obviously, I've been playing Splatoon 3 as well. I've been a fan of the Splatoon series since the first game, and everything leading up to Splatoon 3 has just been refinement of the formula to the point where it feels like it's been fine-tuned to absolute perfection. I don't know about absolute, nothing is necessarily an absolute, but you get the idea. It's been tuned to the point where it feels like all the pieces are in place as they should be. So I've been playing that, I've been expanding my horizons and actually, stepping out of my introvert anxiety-filled bubble, and have been working on finding actual teammates to, at the very least, do salmon run with. I guess you could call that salmon therapy. And I hope that's not a real thing. I don't know how one would use a salmon for therapy. I don't know if it's something that I want to know. Alright, now I can upgrade Frostfan, finally. But let me not do it right away just in case Dr. Song is here. But I've also been working on getting myself into the ranked game modes of Splatoon 3 as well, what they call Anarchy battles. And hey, what do you know, it is Dr. Song. Healthcare card, that's the one that makes it... Oh, it's discounted potions. Alright. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, we're gonna grab this for sure. We're gonna grab this for sure. And I don't know about Surefire Rocket, but I mean, it seems to me like more Frostfan is better than less Frostfan. Well, that's about it for that. Now, on the point of gaming over Christmas, there's also the idea of what games did we all receive for Christmas. Because those of us that know us and know our interests probably got us some pretty interesting stuff. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did not receive many games for Christmas. I gave out more games than I received, and frankly, because my financial situation is iffy right now, I'm not done giving out games for Christmas. But I also don't want to go too far into detail on that because I don't want to give away any of my gifts to anyone who may watch my videos. Alright, that was a little bit more damage than I wanted to take. There's nothing there that's really all that useful. I think the only game I actually got for Christmas this year was a copy of Bendy and the Dark Revival. Which, to be fair, I haven't even played Bendy and the Ink Machine yet. I'm a little late to that party. But it doesn't mean I won't. Because there's one thing I'm definitely down for, it's a good horror game experience. That's one of the only times you'll ever see Frostfan completely miss. Alright, so one of two of those things are going to be taken, and I'm not 100% sure which ones. I think it depends on whether or not I find any other relics laying around. If I can find or have a total of 3 relics that I don't mind getting rid of, then that's an easy pick for Adorable Mimic, but otherwise I'll just take the Golden Saber of Envy. But since I am on the topic, let's go over a quick wish list of games that I wouldn't mind receiving. I don't expect any of you to get them for me because that's greedy and laughable. I'm not trying to be that person. But if there were a list of games that I wouldn't mind receiving, I wouldn't mind receiving River City Girls 2. That game looks pretty beast. And I have played River City Girls 1. I really liked what I played, and I'm definitely just ready for more. So that game is pretty high on my list. What else seems interesting? I have been putting off playing Elden Ring because, well, system requirements. I don't have a PC that's strong enough to run it more than likely, so I've been working on upgrading my computer. But even more, but I mean, on top of that, not even more, but on top of that, I have neither an I have neither an Xbox Series or a PS5. So I've been putting off that game, even though I know it's right in my wheelhouse, just because I know I don't have the specs to run it. Alright, that was not my best fight against those two ever. Little embarrassing, as a matter of fact. I probably won't be all that interested in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet until they fix the problems present. And even then, one of the things that really kept my interest in Pokemon is the very sort of like rock paper scissors kind of chess mind game aspect of playing it on a competitive level. And since there are now other games that I wish to play to a level of perfection, it's not very likely that I'm going to be getting back into Pokemon in that way. Some of you may see that as kind of like, oh, that's a shame. I see it as freeing me up to master games like Splatoon or Smash or other games that either have a competitive or speed running aspect to them. And yes, I know that there is such a thing as Pokemon speedruns. I even find them to be enjoyable to watch, but I'm just not into Pokemon the way I used to be. I still respect it because it's a huge part of both childhood and one of the things that kept me involved in gaming. But between my kind of waning interest in the in playing the Pokemon franchise, not necessarily in observing it, and how buggy, glitchy, and clearly undeveloped Scarlet and Violet are, yeah, kind of not putting those high up on the list. Other games that I would be interested in receiving, Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Now, that one I know is going to seem a little bit odd to many of you, because frankly, it seems like one of those ideas that shouldn't work. And honestly, that's what I thought about Kingdom Battle, but the more I played it, the more I liked it. And the more I started liking it, the more I was thinking, I've got to get myself into this. This looks like fun. Alright, so we're gonna try another type of run here. So the last run would be the kind of joy of winter. This would be, you know what I'm gonna call this run? Holiday Magic. I don't care if it sounds cheesy, you shut up. And as we all know, no holiday magic would be complete without a little bit of lightning. So we got green robe, red fire, a little bit of ice, a little bit of straight up sorcery. And then what do we do for our signature? Probably that. Alright, so holiday magic, here we go, and this time we are going to take the retro floor plan. But, before I forget... Alright, you know what? I'm actually going to take that as player's choice. I hope you guys don't mind. But, like I said, I really love that. I really love the classic soundtrack. Let's also put on our Christmas crown, now that I think about it. Actually, let's do what I tried to do the last time, except for instead of stealing a present, we're receiving a present, and we don't get to open it until the 3rd floor. So yes, our holiday magic run is a holiday mystery gift episode, or I guess mystery box. There it is. Alright, so this is clearly going to be the more challenging of the 2 runs. Let's do what I can to make things a little bit easier on myself. We're going to start with Atlas so that I don't have to worry about him showing up on floor 3. Or I could just go and see what happens. You know what? In the spirit of the holidays, Merry Christmas! And he didn't even show up at all. Alright. But as I was saying, I really liked Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Why am I pressing the R button to try to get the effect of something that's on me? It's on the B button. Wait for... and then send in the troops. That was dumb of me. And as we all know, any Mario game where Bowser gets to be a playable character is just automatically a better game. So, like I said, I've been looking forward to that one for a while. Didn't get it for Christmas, so here's hoping that I can pick it up sometime in the near future. I've also, of course, been interested in Bayonetta 3. Why? Because it's Bayonetta. There should be no explanation required for that. If you don't understand why a new full-fledged Bayonetta game should elicit excitement, I'm sorry, you might just be incapable of feeling happiness. And yes, I'm aware of the whole... I'm aware of what people are going to say about, oh, but they didn't pay their voice actress enough. Okay, point number one, there's a different voice actress right now who clearly wasn't complaining too much. And point number two, the original voice actress lied. And there's just something really smelly about the voice actress of a popular character lying to make the company that she was working for look bad. And that's clearly what it was. It wasn't that she was actually being underpaid. It's that she very much lied about how much she was being paid, and then was like, come on everyone, screw these people, and a lot of us were like, went along with it. I mean, for a little bit, myself included, because I was like, yeah, I'm all for artists getting paid for their art, even if their art is, like, I know a lot of people would say, oh, voice acting isn't really art, to which I would say, yeah, fuck you, without good voice actors, we don't have classic voices to go along with characters like Mario and Luigi, Solid Snake. Bayonetta is one that comes to mind, even though her original voice actress is kind of a piece of shit. I don't mean her actual talent, I mean she's just a horrible, shitty person. So none of these spells are really looking all that hot. Shu is going to resist Dragon Dive. Freya is going to resist this, but then it'll be good against Shu, and there's no reason for me to use that. I don't know, I think this is probably the best option for me. I mean, I don't really care about that, but... And then we may as well grab the Hunter's Stiletto. Isn't that right, Riku? She's just up there on the air conditioner, just having her fun. Explorative Bird. Yeah, she doesn't give a shit. But there are also some games that came out that look really good that I didn't give a lot of a chance because they're not my usual wheelhouse. And in this case, I think the game I forget its name. I think it's Potionomics. But that actually looks like a far more interesting game than I originally gave it credit for when it first came out. If any of you have played it, let me know what you think about it. There are, of course, games on my early access, I shouldn't say early access wish list, it's just my wish list, and it's games that happen to be in early access. But games like 30XX, considering how much I love 20XX, yeah, I'm down for some more Mega Man roguelite action. I want that. I want all of that, but it's still in early access. And to explain to you guys why early access bothers me so much, it's not that the idea of early access bothers me. It's the idea of people using early access. Or I should say, abusing early access. you know, games that stay on early access just a little bit too long, and then do things like release DLC for a game that isn't out of early access. Basically, when they use early access as an excuse to say, oh, you can't call it a bad game, still in early access! Early access! That doesn't really mean anything. Refine your fucking game. Like, that's the whole point of early access, is like you can refine your game, so, you know, do that. You know, instead of continuing to charge people out the nose for a product that likely isn't going to be finished for a long time to come. And for a while, the reigning champion of the early access vaporware, well, not vaporware, because the game came out, they were just using early access as both a crutch for their review process and as a way of saying, you can't judge us, so we're going to do whatever we want. The reigning king of that was Ark Survival Evolved, which, you know, people still seem to be really into these days, and, you know, if you like that game, good for you, but... sorry, I have different standards. I'm going to grab this in case the wand shows up. But there are other games that use the same tricks. Now, the thing is, they don't call it early access. Like, you know, Street Fighter V when it first came out. Now, that was essentially an early access release, but they didn't call it early access. That's the problem. They just called it Street Fighter V, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, Street Fighter V! And then everyone started playing, and it's like, this is unfinished. What the hell, Capcom? And they're like, yeah, we know. Like, I'm sorry, but launch day impressions mean a lot. And if you were releasing an unfinished product into people's hands, that is an issue. And unfortunately, it's always going to be the way that there are companies out there that are going to milk their fans. But seriously, don't. It's one thing if you're releasing content for a game that that's already done, and you're just like, here's some extra. That's basically Monster Hunter in a nutshell. They release the game, and then they keep putting stuff out for it after its release. Now, the old model of that, though, is something that I have questions about, which is they release the game, and then a while later they release, like, the special edition, like, ultimate version of the game, and basically sell you the same game release. That was not smart of me. But I guess I can't complain about it too much because, hell, I bought into it. Or rather, the ultimate versions of the games were the only ones released in North America. So, take that with a grain of salt. But that wasn't the case with World and Rise. Both of those games were just released, and then all the add-on stuff came out later. And when I say all the add-on stuff, I mean Iceborne and Sunbreak. But those games still send out regular free updates that added tons of stuff to the game. So again, I can look at it and go, something about that doesn't feel right, and then they're like, yeah, we understand how you feel. Here's a free new monster to hunt, and I'm like, okay. Hello, Limo's Leaf. Ouch. How are you still alive? Go away. Ow. Alright, well, I can definitely sell you this. And that means that I can go ahead and grab the twin turbine upgrade. I don't really care about any of that. And is there anything else? No, I don't think there's anything else of importance here. Let's just move on. No thanks. Oh, another game that's pretty high up on my wish list is that new indie, RPG game, Chained Echoes. That game has been getting some amazing reviews, and I would be super excited to play that. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but I'm actually a big RPG freak. Although, to be fair, I think my roomie is maybe a bit more so than I am. Now, when I say that, I don't mean he's already played Chained Echoes. I kind of get the feeling that he might not know Chained Echoes even exists. But yeah, it's getting wonderful reviews. People have been really enjoying playing it. And yeah, I'm on that same train. I'm down to play it too. games like Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger have done a lot for me, and I really feel like I owe it to myself to check out Chained Echoes just because of that. There's stuff down here. Alright, well, that room kind of beat me up a little bit. I mean, when I play Retro Floor Plan, those are always the rooms that beat me up, so, you know. On one hand, yeah, those rooms beat me up. On the other hand, there's still shit in the woods. And to those of you who may be wondering, Dark Sage, do you really have to use such vulgar language to explain something so mundane? Yes. Yes, I do. Why does she not want to help me upgrade my last 2 Arcana? Again, this isn't new. This is like every time I take Bouncing Blaze, she's just like, yeah, you don't need upgraded fireballs. And then she'll choose one other Arcana and be like, yeah, we're not upgrading that either. I don't understand, Iris. It's free money. Giving up on free money. You make no sense. I'm aware that art isn't all about money, but I mean, you know, you gotta... Gotta pay your bills somehow, right? I mean, I don't deliver Amazon packages because I love driving around in a giant truck all day. Oh, pardon me. There we go. Hey, game is really trying to make me take things that aren't going to be very effective against Shu, isn't it? Ooh, pardon me. Now, as far as things that are going to be happening with the channel isn't going anywhere. I'm still going to be working on it. I am, of course, still interested in hearing the sorts of things you guys are interested in seeing on the channel, because obviously without you guys, I don't have a channel. It's just a guy making random videos on the internet, just pointing at things going, heck butts. Which, to be fair, I think someone doing that on YouTube might get more views than I would. Oh, she finally upgrades Bouncing Blaze. Christ, took you long enough. Do I want Ice Spear? I might. There we go. I don't really want that, but as long as we're handling surprises, let's go ahead and drop our mystery box. Now, you guys know the rules. 5 items, 5 chances to make me either play a game or talk about a topic you've been wanting me to talk about. And you know what? In the spirit of Christmas, let's just this one time drop the requirement to 1 relic. So if you get 1 relic, you can either have me try out a game, assuming that I can either afford it or run it on my computer or my Nintendo Switch, or you can have me talk about a topic you've been interested in talking about. Now, there may be financial limitations to that, so if you do get one of these 5 relics and you want me to do this, just have some backup ideas in mind, just in case I can't afford to buy a new game. Because, yeah, I am kind of struggling financially, but that's a whole nother topic. I'm not going to bore you guys with that. So, if we're ready, remember, 1 out of the next 5 that drop out of this Curious Relic Cube, and we're going to drop it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mystery Box! Alright, so, Curse Eater's Mask, Chaos Scanner. I believe that's some Boots item or another. Boots of Frenzy, which I'm not going to take. Singing Bowl, or Cabby's Bubblegum. So if you got some combination, if you got one of those 5, then you can totally have me bang out a request. And who knows, if I do the request and end up enjoying myself, I might just play it more regularly. Or I might talk about other topics. There are some topics which, honestly, you know I'm going to talk about anyway, so, I mean, some things you don't need to make me talk about. I was already going to talk about them, but, you know, that's why we have a little discourse, and we come to a decision together as to how that's going to work. And what do we have up here? Honestly, this goes nicely with that Singing Bowl, so we're going to grab that. Everything else there is just kind of so-so. Alright, and I think... Oh, no, hold on, there's one more battle. Okay, I thought for some reason I could block his projectile with my fireball. I stand corrected. There's a reason why I'm not picking that up. Now, there are some, like I said, there are some games that I won't be able to play, mostly due to mostly due to either system requirements or not being able to purchase a new game if it's something particularly expensive. But I'm going to try to keep my options open as much as possible. You know, if that's what you guys want, should you win. Now, this probably also goes without saying, but if I can prove that you just watched up to that point and then just dropped a guess after I opened the box, which I don't. Let's be fair, I don't know how I would prove that, but that will of course not fly. But I also can't really prove it. And yes, I'm being very openly honest about that, even though it's probably going to backfire on me. But you know, try to be as honest as possible, please. I don't ask a lot from my viewers aside from they like, comment, subscribe, and share the video with all your friends and family. You know, outside of that little ask. Well, that was a waste of time. Glad I went there. And as long as we're talking about games that I'm looking forward to, there's some that just don't need to be spoken of, like, you know, Hollow Knight Silksong. Of course I'm interested in that game. But it's very possible that game won't come out until the next time Halley's Comic cruises the galaxy. So let's not get too caught up in it. Last time we got super excited for a game that wasn't going to come out for a while, we got Duke Nukem Forever. Anyone remember that? See, there's no point in bringing up Star Citizen because I'm pretty sure that game is vaporware. You know, Star Citizen also being an excellent punchline to certain jokes. Just because I don't know those jokes offhand doesn't mean they're not out there. Stupid tornadoes definitely did not make that easier. I am just performing horribly right now. There we go. Finally. Went through a few too many cycles there, just, you know, being a numbskull. Excellent. Oh, finally. Seriously, why didn't you let me upgrade that sooner? It's because I was wearing this stupid top hat? I don't need to do this, but, you know, best practices. Alright, first form down. Now we just need to take care of the man himself. Go away. Go away. You and your stupid orbs too. Beautiful. Alright, that's it. That's the run. That's both runs. It feels nice to get 2 victories on my holiday run. It feels even nicer to have taken 0 damage on the final floor. So, with all of that having been said, I wish you guys obviously a bit belated, but a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a beautiful Kwanzaa, whatever winter holiday you celebrate. Happy holidays, everybody. We're encompassing everybody under one umbrella because we're trying to be inclusive. Happy holidays. And if you're one of those people that gets bothered by people saying happy holidays, like you think that it's some sort of personal affront or a war on Christmas, then I've got another one for you. Happy shut the fuck up. And I will see you guys in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you